They must have better gun regulations in the future because this release is not well armed. This week we're taking a look at Marvel Legends X-Men 97 Bishop. In a post-apocalyptic world where Sentinels police the street, Bishop is a bounty hunter that captures fellow mutants.
This is the way.
With no other option but to join the Resistance, the Terminator knockoff time travels to the past to prevent the Sentinel uprising from ever happening.
What is my purpose?
You pass butter.
Oh my god.
Articulation, Brah.
Bishop is on a double ball joint and despite having short hair, doesn't have a ton of range. Looking left to right, down just a little bit, up barely anything, and there is a bit of attitude. Ab crunch hidden nicely behind that ascot. The sculpt of the abs doesn't continue going backwards. The waist swivel is hidden nicely behind that belt. Arms rotate. Well, that sucks. I'll just see if that pops back in. Arms do rotate. That kind of ruins the figure. Bicep swivel. Double jointed pinless elbows. Arms ball and hinge all the way up. Hands rotate and hinge the correct weapon wielding way. Bishop can give you a big old boot to the gut. He kicks out a good amount. There's an upper thigh swivel. A deep pinless double jointed knee. A nicely hidden boot swivel. Feet hinge down, hinge up. And rocks like hanging out with Santa until he has too much to drink and gets a little too handsy. Question of the week. Which member of the X-Men did Bishop travel back in time to stop from assassinating a governor? Was it A. Gambit, B. Mystique, C. Nightcrawler, or D. Wolverine?
Accessories! Does this purse go with my bra, brah?
Bishop comes with a right-fisted hand and a left supporting hand for those larger guns. He also comes with two trigger hands with the proper vertical hinge. Unfortunately, he only comes with one medium-sized gun where the plastic is so soft and rubbery you could shoot around corners. On the back there's a holster for the gun, but it doesn't go in the way you think it does. This being the most secure way of holding the weapon.
Go sit yourself.
With a gun holster protruding from his back, you'd think any chair with back support would get in the way. But surprisingly, Bishop can go sit himself. Earlier I asked which member of the X-Men did Bishop travel back in time to stop from assassinating a governor? Answer? Gambit. Technically, it was Mystique in disguise, but she isn't an X-Men member, and Bishop didn't know that when he time traveled. Spoiler, from like 20 years ago. Well, my math is off, but from the 90s. From the same wave and figures I've already reviewed if you want to go check those out on the channel. Here's Marvel Legends Rogue, Magneto, and Storm. Next up, the reason why Bishop time travels back to the past. Here's Gambit, a half Mystique, half Rogue combo, and Babysitter Wolverine. Alt-Shift-Delete won't work on this guy. Also a Green Day album. Here's Nimrod. And lastly, Bishop's previous employer, the HasLab Sentinel.
Think unsexy thoughts. Think unsexy thoughts.
I'm curious to know if the QC issue is a common one or if it's just mine. I know he's from the future, but the way Bishop is falling apart, you'd swear he was older. His ankles are loose enough that he needs a walker, and the range on the neck is laughable. I made the mistake of not picking up the previous Marvel Legends Bishop, leaving a Build-A-Figure Sauron without a missing right arm. It's silly that he comes with a singular gun and two trigger hands. It's like they knew what they were doing cheaping out, but they did it anyway. That being said, I'd much rather multiple hands over another soft plastic gun.
Homer, I told you this morning, no guns at the dinner table.
You said the breakfast table.
It's the same table.
Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay up to date with your Brah. And remember, collect responsibly.